We still have the guys in. Reserve if we require them. Let's see what's wrong with this gun. If the AT gun can get to this position, that pretty much locked down that area, which of course it does. The gun shield is broken on this, so that's not a big deal. We do need more infantry in this sector though. That would be a large thing. We could move forward the 251. Can we commit any of the... I mean, we have these guys here, but the problem is they don't have any way of defending themselves. You know, they can't create any cover. The crew is injured... Oh, the crew is injured on this Panther, though, so we need to make sure that it just focuses on shooting these tanks coming in, and the infantry can be machine gunned down at a later date. So let's just make sure that they're taken out. There's one taken out, and then just keep on that machine gun. There we go. This guy got tracked, so let's make sure to put one straight into its upper glacis to say hello, how's your father. Unfortunately we can't do that, so we're gonna have to put it through its turret instead. The other thing is, the more of these T-34s that we technically keep alive, we're able to, you know, repair, but that should be a secondary thing to think about. I do need some kind of infantry support here though. All I have is this Panzer, which isn't very useful. Let's just use the Panzer to take this out, and then we can switch to HE. There we go. HE, these boys. There we go. Because we've pretty much got one guy spotting here. This is just dead. You know, this is done. Oh my god. Are you okay? He just got hit by an artillery strike. Oh, and he's down. Okay. We need a medic. Medic is over here. There we go. Crew is injured once again. Oh, what's going on over here? So we have a big conglomeration of infantry members, which is fine. The one thing we definitely are struggling with is a way to deal with all this infantry. We don't have a lot of infantry. This guy's up though, which is great. You know, good for us. We need to move this guy back to his more defensive position. And the Panther is still going strong, so is this Panzer IV. We can maybe angle him a little bit better. And we're about halfway through. Bringing in some more T-34-57s, that's fine. We could maybe push out this side, but they are, you know, they are spawning quite close to us, so that might not be the best idea. This tank's been hit. Oh, it's been turreted. Okay. Not sure exactly what hit it, but let's make sure that you know, it stays online. I'm looking at the fuel percentages as well. Fuel percentages are not great on the Tiger, and also not on the Panther, so they might get stuck in areas where, you know, are kind of unsavory. Something just made a big kaboom. Was that old T-34? No, that was that one. We could also pick up guns and stuff off the tanks that have blown up. So that is something that can be done. I'm just going to move these guys slightly back, because they're under a lot of fire here from these guys. So if we put them into a position where they can shoot back more effectively, then of course that's going to be better for them. Ammunition is becoming an issue. So let's see if we can find this guy something. I mean, we have a Dishka back here that we could bring up. I think it needs 2 individuals though. So let's just make sure to get him and a mate. And then we can bring it forward. Yeah, it needs 2 people. T-34 is back up and running. We still have massive troops over here. So let's see. Where do we want to put this? I mean, I kind of want to put it here, but the truck's in the way. So I'll put it here instead. It's definitely an aggressive position, but you know, sometimes you've got to make sacrifices. Oh my, that's not good. How are we doing over here? Oh, the guy's down again. Oh dear. Okay. Yep. We're getting artied. Right, find the medic. Right, you move back. Where's the medic? Field medic, okay. So we need to pick the medic. We need to get his... Nope, where's his bag? Oh no, he dropped his bag. There's his bag. Okay, go pick it up. Right, wonderful. Pick. 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 And come on, keep picking. You're doing great. Everybody find some cover. Unfortunately, this guy's just dead, so we can't do anything for him. No, you stay. we need to get the infantry members back. There we go. Let's get them back to here, so they can heal up a little bit. And how's that Dishka doing? Seems to be doing okay. The main issue we're having is the fact that... Well, first of all, we need to just turn that a little bit. These guys have completely run out of ammo. And they were some of the original guys, so it makes sense. But it does mean that they're completely useless. These guys have been hit by the arties, so make sure they're okay. It seems to be some form of Mexican standoff here between some infantry members and our tanks. Tiger 2, or the King Tiger's been shelled a lot. It's got a few kills, but it hasn't really done anything. 2 minutes we have to hold. I'm hoping that our tanks are able to hold pretty much. Our infantry are so low on ammunition now, it is kind of ridiculous. So hopefully this Dishka and some of the other stuff can kind of guide us home. So let's get this thing. Hey, guy. Do you not see this gun right? Oh my god. That's quite an extreme turn that this guy just did. That's a good hit. Don't... Okay, we don't have to shoot it more than once. That's fine. It's on fire. Don't worry about it. I'm getting a... Oh my. We're getting quite a large push through the center. But once again, they've got to deal with a King Tiger. They're not going to be able to deal with a King Tiger. We have some... ooh, what is that? Okay, an IS-2 might be able to deal with a King Tiger, so our Panther needs to focus that right now. As something to prioritize. That hit the side. I'm not sure that did anything, though. The IS-2 definitely fired, though. That was a bounce. Let's see if we can hit that road wheel. That was in the turret. So, set up another shot. I'm pretty sure that just went through somebody's head. Looks like he's tracked, so that's good. That didn't go through his side too well. It looks like the crew's injured, though, because they're not moving the gun. So let's just keep peppering this one spot. Okay, lovely stuff. I think that was the Panzer IV. Well done. Oh dear. They're pushing the Panzer IV quite abruptly. So we need to actually support them with some troops. Otherwise that Panzer IV is pretty much dead. I mean, it's only got one tank crew in it, so it's not looking good for it. But here we go. Here come the reservists to make sure that this Panzer IV survives. And there's also another tank here. If the Panther could shoot it, it would be very kind of it. I think, yep, that hit its engine. Good. Looks like we have survived for now. And oh, we have a bunch of allies coming. Nice. Wonderful stuff. Somehow we were able to hold this flank with no ammo. I'm not going to... I'm not going to go through how, but we were able to. Now we have to capture the town. Well, I think at least... Oh, Jesus. At least for me, I'm just going to bring my troops back, or my infantry I should say, so they don't get shelled to all hell. And then just work out, you know, what's the best course of action. Because it looks like these guys are just running in like crazy people. Which they can do, you know, it's their choice, but I'd say tactics may be a little bit better. If we don't just run in like chickens. This guy's been hit again by something. Definitely a rough life. And then, so we do have an SU-76 that we can repair. We have like just a gaggle of, of machines here that we can repair. So that's definitely something to focus on. I'm just kind of hoping that the AI is able to deal with some of these. I have no idea what... God damn. It looks like the AI is getting there, dealing with some of them. And if I were you, I don't know what you're firing at, but it doesn't look like something useful, so I'm going to ask you to plonk a big shell in this, just to alleviate some pressure from my men. And the HE went straight through, so it shows the high penetration of this long 88. We do actually have some stuff which has just come in. What is this? Oh my, so we have another rocket thing. We have a Marder, which is lovely. And also a Lux. Oh, okay. The Lux will be good. So we can use the Lux to pretty much just deal with all of the infantry units that are left here. We need to detach this from this. There we go. Now let's just set this up. Set that up in a defensive position. And the Panzer IV is repaired. So it needs a little bit more crew in it. So let's get some of these guys who are low on ammunition and everything else. Let's get them all groovy in this. The Panther needs repairing too, so let's get that done real quick. And there's a Panzer IV, which has no turrets. That also needs repairing. God, we took decent hits during that whole thing. How's the looks? Not good. What the hell hit the Lux? Is there like a gun back there or something? I don't know. I'm very confused by that. Just load HE, please. Right, that's not HE, that's AP. I feel like... So some of these vehicles are still alive. Is that one of them? Like that... Okay, so that should be no longer alive. That's my feeling on... Oh! Like, what is that thing in the back shooting? It's a T-44-120. No wonder my looks just got popped. Okay. So we know that there's a T-44-120 back there, which is quite dangerous. So that means we take our big thumper, and the big thumper is going to deal with it before it does any more damage than it already has. So there we go. That's a good hit. I think it's still alive, so we're going to put one more hit into it. That is definitely dead now. So, no longer shall we have that issue. There's also what seems to be... I think this vehicle is still alive as well. You know, with this tank here, the T-34, keep shooting at it, so let's make sure that that's dealt with. That should go straight through the side of the turret, actually. Not sure why it didn't that time. Okay, maybe not. Alright, Tiger. Do you have a shot? It's not a great shot, so we'll move position. I'm really annoyed I lost that looks, actually. It looks like our AIs also have kind of got stuck, and they are having to deal with some 76s, which aren't very friendly. We're going to push the Tiger forward, even though it's low on fuel. It's going to have to come forward at some point, so this would be the perfect time. And stop loading HE, you muppet. Tank destroyer first, please. And oppa. Right, this is definitely dead. So we're going to push forward with these 3 units, try and deal with the infantry members that are around here. Maybe use the tank as cover. And the supports are using the T-34 76, since that's not one of our best tanks. The machine gun is still firing, which is good. And we have pretty much this area locked down, so we can maybe group up some of our units here. We also have the rocket barrage if we need to use it, and I think we do. We should probably use it on this area. Let's just see the range. Because this is where all of their artillery is coming from, so I want to put as many missiles in this area as possible. Let's just do one more. Perfect. So that should have dealt with... Yep, that's dealt with their artillery, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Good old rockets. And we still have these guys in the back, which will be very useful pushing forward. Angriff, Angriff, I agree. It's time to get angry. Let's push forward. Get this guy out of his house. Get that guy out of his house. Let's push forward and deal with these two. Should be pretty easy to do. Maybe get a guy on top of here. I think we still have a sniper somewhere. Yep. It's amazing how they've they already do what I ask. And let's just see. I know we have a sniper somewhere. Here he is. He's in our reserves, which were key in that battle to keep sure that the flank was secured. Right, so there we go. It's a grenade on that dude's head. He's not going to survive. Let's go near this guy, make sure that he dies. There we go. Okay, so that is everything secured. At least in this area. There we go. And then the sniper should get to the top of here. We can also bring forward all of our arms and stuff to this position. So let's do that. So it's 1, 2... Go on, take him out. Beautiful stuff. Let's bring forward the machine gun as well. I'm just going to do a general push, really. There's actually a guy back here somewhere. There he is. Oh, a few guys. Let's just deal with them real quick. Beautiful. And at the same time, let's just repair this while we're here. You guys keeping cover. And now we put our guys to use who were, let's just say, short on ammo. Because there are two things we could do here, right? You could either repair all of these machines with the guys who don't have ammo, or you could take them back to get that armored car, the 251 back there, and use them to bring forward machine guns and stuff like that. Which would also be kind of useful, but, you know. Just really depends on what you want to do. Right, can you guys get through here? Yeah. What? Alright, fine. Let's see. So you don't have any ammo. You're a machine gunner though, so it'll be quite easy to find your ammo. Let's just get him repairing a T-34. And you can go with these infantry members over here. So this is what I mean. This, it seems like they give the medics less ammo in this, which is fine. You know. Let's try and get all of our tanks in a similar place. Since the enemy isn't moving, we don't have to worry about attacks or anything right now. We just have to worry about making sure that all of our arms are correctly sorted. And everything has, you know, either ammunition or everything has something going for it. God, there's so many T-34s, sir. So much room for opportunity. Looks like we pushed the enemy back, though. They're kind of stuck in this area of housing. The only thing I'm worried about is, of course, the amount of guns that they may have. So that's kind of something that I'm just looking for right now. Nope. Nope. See, we lost a lot of allied troops here. I'm just worried, like, if I send my tanks into this area, obviously they're going to get hit by a lot of anti-tank stuff, but I want to roll them in so I can use them to batter these areas. Oh, Panther, calm down. Gun's going a little bit crazy. We also have all these tanks over here that we can repair, which is good. I repaired something. I have no idea what I repaired. Probably the SU, no. Alright, we can bring this forward now. Let's bring this forward here. Looks like... oh, this got repaired, is it? No, this is definitely not repaired. So we need to fix that. It's just been... that's the one that I think I hit over and over and over again. It's probably the Panzer IV, actually. Or one of the Panzers needed repairing, so... it's probably that one. And the idea of setting up guns and stuff in positions like this is just so if we need to move them, it's easy to do. And also, they can create a barrage zone over there, supporting the infantry moving forward. It's not going to be easy pushing into this. But at least these guys have a decent amount of HE, so we can just do stuff like this, and just you know, put some quite large holes in the buildings and get hit by something. What the hell was that? What do they have over here? I feel like that's where the shots are coming from. Yeah, we can... once... ah, hello. Right, so we found... we found the gun. So let's load the HE. Put you down. Have they broken the gun? Yeah. So that gun's quite good, actually. I think we move over the King Tiger. Yeah, let's leave that there for now. The King Tiger's pretty much impenetrable to all that stuff, so I'm a little bit worried he's about to run over everything, though. What happened to this guy? Hey, get back to work. Like, what are you doing? This SU-76, though, is going to be very useful. And the reason for that is I'm going to use it kind of how it was used in World War II. As a machine to, you know, be a howitzer for an infantry support vehicle. God, this 88. Sometimes it's like accurate to a crazy degree in this game, then other times it's not, I think is the best way of putting it. So they do have a tank back there. That's an IS-2. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's make sure to try and just repair this thing while we're here. Our tank battalion is just ready to go, which is lovely. We can maybe push them up a little bit, just to make sure that they're in position. We've got the Marder on the outside. And the Tiger, still struggling with fuel, but it's not the end of the world. It's doing okay. I have all these troops back here that we need to bring up. And let's just do the hitting of the thing over here that we talked about before. We definitely need to repair this. And I think this, just categorically putting holes in things, is the way to go. So we're going to do that. I want to try and save my main artillery pieces. The reason for this is because I feel like it's going to be incredibly useful moving forward to have them. Let's just keep destroying these and seeing what troops we find as we go. trying to destroy their cover. There we go. The one I can actually use is this one. Let's see, it still has 10 shells, so let's bring this over for some accurate fire. As I said, we have the firing line here. Looks like they have a gun here though. There's this 3, so we've got to watch out for that. Vehicle is repaired. So it's this one. Okay. This one's also repaired. This one's also repaired. And so is this one. Wonderful. So let's just put these in reserve over here. The reason we're putting them in reserve is because we don't have enough infantry to actually use them in a great way. Now the question is, what do I do with the rocket thing? And I think I'm going to use it to try and maybe hit the IS-2, but also try and take out the units around it. And the reason for this is so pushing the IS-2 would be a hell of a lot easier. So let's try that. Would have been nice to get a few more kills, but there's still, you know, it's alright. It's not the end of the world. Right, here we go. Let's get some more infantry members on the repair. Because even if you have a machine which only has a one-man crew, right? It's still... Right, what's the other vehicle over here? Oh, a T-60. Oh, okay. Even if you have a one-man crew, it's better than a zero-man crew. These guys are still trying to push forward. The question is, what do we use to push with? I suppose the Panzer is probably the best idea. So let's move forward with that. Because the thing is, the looks would have been perfect in this situation, but the looks got battered. So if I push this here, there shouldn't really be anything that can take out the Panzer IV. At least in this area, so it can kind of just do what it feels. Which is what I want it to do. I just knocked that guy in the face. But this guy is getting peppered, so we need to bring him back. We'll definitely commit our infantry forces soon. Maybe the T-60 is the way to go. That might be the one to use. Because as you can see, there's so many people in these houses. And that is making pushing not the easiest thing to do. At least this is ready to go, so we can just push this here. SU-76 should still be shooting. Should be on fire at will right now. So should this Panzer... Oh, good hit. Okay. Right, nice shots. I'll try just slowly but surely eke out these guys here. Let's push them a little bit more. Because I've got to be careful because there's guns up here and they can shoot down. Yeah, you can see there the track's damaged, so there's a lot of guys here with a lot of weaponry and it's incredibly annoying. This guy's actually out of ammunition on its main gun, so let's see. Yeah, you have 2,000 rounds, so I'm going to bring it over. I really need weaponry that actually has, you know, quite a lot going for it. Then we have the SU, still not. Stop loading AP. Nobody is asking you to. Right, here we go. So this should make a bit of a difference. There we go. And push back. This guy's got dynamite on him, which is always useful. How did you not repair this? Can you not repair it? Alright. How about this? You repair that? No. This guy seems to not be very good at repairing. Or doing anything. So let's bring him back. does have 1,000 rounds of ammunition though, which may be key in in this battle for our lives. Panzer's been taken out. It's been hit quite hard actually. So we'll bring up another Panzer. Not exactly sure what hit it, but we'll find out. It's not dead, so it's not the end of the world. I'd just like to thank B. Young, Blackie, Daniel Stanton, John Reinman, Leonard Rudnick, Martinez, Matati, Moxie, Nick Graham, Alobrilo, Super Cacti, Elove Goats, and Seductive Trashcan for supporting the channel.